Man, I tried to make this video like 6 times, dog. All right, 3 or 4 times, whatever the fuck. Um, keep getting interrupted. It's tough working from home. Good news, bad news. Which one you want first? Let's get into it. Bad news first. I hear you. I like the bad news first too. Let's say the good for last. And I'm gonna open it up a little bit more. I ain't just gonna be all Dallas, but mainly, that's what I know. And I ain't gonna be trying to talk about some shit I don't know. I ain't gonna be shooting from the hip. You know, try not to. Sometimes it's hard not to when you just giving an opinion. But when it comes to facts, yeah, I ain't shooting from the hip. Very disappointing week for boxing, man. I didn't see the Lubin fight. I was doing something while they were fighting and watching it at the same time, so I'm not going to give an opinion on that because I didn't see it, and I don't care what the majority of the people say. I know we grew up in going through the government classes and all these social studies, and it was majority rules was what we heard, but I don't believe in that. Majority of the people are wrong, you know. That's the crazy part about it. When you look at the majority of the people, when there's a majority opinion about something, they wrong. Or thought. They wrong about it. So I don't go with that shit. And I don't go whichever way the wind blow. I stand on what the fuck I am and what I believe in. I'm not that kind of dude. But Charlo, man, you talked a lot, dog. Like you had me believing that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I usually don't believe people talking, but I was like, man, you know what? He been fulfilling everything he been saying up until this point. I can believe the shit that he's saying. He gonna stand on that, man. He this and that. Like this man will not look us in the eyes through this camera lens and tell us that he gonna go out here and do his shit and not go out here and try to do his shit, right? Like you talk like you had full intention on beating his ass and didn't see no effort. Didn't look like you believed in shit that you had. You didn't believe in nothing. Only thing you believed, so you did believe in something, was that you can make it 12 rounds if you did the right thing. You wasn't putting forth an effort to shock the world. I don't know if you thought it was just gonna happen and you just take it, but one thing I'll say, man, shouts out to Canelo for the win, but dudes gotta stop. Man, look, all the way back from Josecito Lopez, I gotta stop jumping up 2 weight classes to fight this dude. And yeah, I put money on Charlo, Kyle. Like I say, he convinced me he would be the dude that can do it. But at the end of the day, I should have been smart enough to realize, man, this shit is, none of these other dudes did it. Josecito couldn't do it when he had to move up to 140 to 154, even though I think he had fought at 147 in between, but he was really fighting at 140. And he had beat Victor Ortiz. Amir Khan moved up 147, 160, 13 pounds. Again, Josito 140 to 154. Who else moved up? Uh, Whoever else? Shit, Charlo, 14 pounds. So, yeah, definitely, and Canelo's smart enough to know people in the world in the future. They just gonna look for the names. They ain't gonna look and ask questions about when or how or what the weight class and where. They probably not. They'll be too lazy to do all the homework, especially if shit is like it is nowadays. So all they got to do is keep racking up names, and it's gonna look good. Whoever advocates for him to be the great, I'm like, man, he beat Charlo, he beat Amir Khan, Mayweather. We didn't fight Amir Khan, shit. They'll be saying shit like that, despite Mayweather beating him when he was born ready. Give a fuck how old he was. De La Hoya beat Chavez, who y'all said was the greatest Mexican fighter ever, and De La Hoya was just as young as Canelo, and Chavez wasn't as old as Mayweather was, so miss me with the bullshit. But either way, man, as far as yesterday or Saturday, shouts out to Canelo for doing what he said he was going to do. And that damn walkout, man, that was hard, dog. Whoever them dudes is, man, I like that shit. I ain't understand everything they was saying. I understood the main things, man. That was some gangster shit. So hats off for that shit, man. He didn't come out with the mariachi band this time, shit. He came out there with some bed bob and shit. So, shit. Different energy when you fighting a black man. You can't be going out here with that shit, singing and shit. You can come on with that shit. I feel that. But yeah, Charlo, man, I don't know, man. It just, then I seen that picture, I believe it was 78 Sports TV posted on his thumbnail, or somebody did, I don't know. Hopefully dudes don't be mad at me saying their names, and if it wasn't them and shit. I watched 78, Trill Boxing, one of the first channels I like actively watched and followed. I'll touch on that in a little bit. But either way, I seen a picture of Jamal and his wife and Bud and his wife. Knowing Bud got issues with Jamel, like, man, if that's the case, boy, y'all niggas different, dog. We just don't move like that in Dallas, man. My brother got an issue with a dude, and he calling on my brother. I'm not taking no pictures with him and his wife. We not even cool. I don't give a fuck if me and my brother is into it, nigga. That's my brother. But that energy been like that before they was even into it, so I don't know what it was between Jamal and Bud. Just too friendly for me. I don't know what's up with Jamal, man. But I always been the dude that's been advocating Jamel, man. I think Jamel, he really big Charlo. He really the one. I've been like 10 toes down, man, with Jamel. Before he got with Derek. And when he got with Derek, it was even more. You know, because he was a dude from Dallas. I could fuck with that. But, yeah, right now, though, yeah, I just don't know I know what to say, man. I just don't know how to feel about Charlo. All I know is I ain't no damn fool. You ain't gonna be able to lie to me no more about what you gonna do and the effort that you gonna put up, you know, to win this fight or to win the fight. You ain't gonna be able to get that by me no more, dog. I see. You know, you gonna say what you got to sell a fight, but you ain't gonna do what you got to win the fight, man. And it is what it is. He's still a damn good fighter, you know. He just showed that he's not on that level. Okay, man. Sometimes you gotta find out the hard way, and I had to find out the hard way. And again, I put 100 on Charlo. If I really felt like he was gonna win, I would bet even more. But that was just in case I can at least win 100, you know. And I ain't mad that I ain't win. I'm just mad you ain't even give me an opportunity to win. That's what I'm mad about, man. Fight, dog. Fight. That's all I want. But shouts out to them. I ain't not gonna hate on Charlo, because I know he got love for the younger boxers. He show love and shit like that. But I'm just gonna speak on Saturday. That's all I'm talking about. And well, not just Saturday, but you and Canelo. Speak on that and how that came into fruition. Anyway, he got his ass whooped. I don't know what happened with Lubin. I didn't watch that fight. I was busy doing something, and I don't know what happened, so I ain't gonna comment on that. Mario Barrios, good win against Ugas. Ugas, that wear and tear on that eye, man. It is what it is, man. Hopefully his old lady don't leave him, you know. Because he be holding tight to his old lady. You see Ugas outside the boxing with his old lady, he ain't having that. Don't be looking. You fuck around and get your ass whooped, because he ain't playing that. He love his wife, which he should. What's that dude name that be walking on YouTube or making videos like, man, that's a fat ass. He better not do Ubers like that, nigga. He better be ready to be with the shit. He ain't having it. That's that. Texas, baby. Longhorns came through, beat Kansas, and some people like, man, it's a basketball school, but if you're a Texas fan, you know, Kansas been like a thorn in our ass for a minute. Every time we get to thinking we got some, Kansas will give us a good game. I think even when Vince Young was here, was it Kansas State, maybe both. Took us down to the wire, man. I think it was Kansas. Mark Mangino was coaching, big boy. We won. Still some shit. They got the same problem the Cowboys got. Why y'all can't score in the red zone, man? What's happening? I think Texas is a little bit better. Cowboys, oh man, I just don't even know. It's hard to say. They are, anyway, let's stay on Texas right now. Good win, run game. Boy, I think that's what's going to really be the calling card for us is run game, play action. Going to set up a lot of shit offensively. I think that's where our offense is going to make its money at. Got some good receivers, got some weapons, period. From running back, tight end, receivers, quarterback. Y'all still want Ewers to be consistent, so let's see. Got OU coming up. That's crazy. Both my teams got rivalry games this week. This could be a great week, or it could be a damn. Or it could be a all right. Well, they won, but they both need to win. You know, I don't need no. So Cowboys and Texas. Texas need to beat OU, and the Cowboys need to beat the 49ers, baby. That's how I feel, and that's what I want to see. It's gonna be tough. Niners been whooping our ass the last few years. So it's going to be that. OU, they're going to want some revenge from last year. But we need to give them last year again so they don't forget. And even if it ain't as bad as on the outcome, but that same effort got to be there. Same tenacity and nastiness got to be there. I need that. You coaches, y'all need that. Let's do it. Crazy shit. But so yeah, bring that out against OU. I'm hoping that we can jump out there early. It's gonna be in Dallas. I would not go to one of them games. I lived in the South for a long period of time. I know how active it can be at them games. I know how backed up Martin Luther King gonna be. I just have to walk around Texas OU game day. Well, no driving. I mean, you can drive if you want to. But it's fucked up because the traffic is horrible. You might as well just walk, man. Everything, you know, you're trying to get to packing house right down the street from where I was at. So you can walk down there. I can go to Coco's. I can go down the street on Grand. I can go wherever I wanted to. You know, get to the store or wherever I needed to do. If I need to go grab something, then shit, I can go ahead down that way and have too far to walk. That was a good thing. But no, I didn't go to the games, man. You know, I just know how nasty it can be. And I ain't trying to get into no fights and shit in no bullshit ass football game. Texas OU game, you know. OU disrespectful. When they winning, they come down. I remember one time, bro, I want to go down there and tear some shit up. You know, Texas is my team, man. I sat out there and watched them. See, right, like it's an open field out in front of the apartments I used to live in. And the motherfuckers will come sit out there and tailgate in Dallas, like, and this in the hood. Tailgate like a bitch, and OU shit all around, like they like, yeah, this our shit. They was just so happy. They was whooping our ass then, you know. And, you know, nobody even bothered them people, though. The only time you're going to get bothered is if it's kind of like when you go to Vegas, they tell you don't get too far off the strip. Martin Luther King is y'all strip. Stay on that motherfucker. Get too far off that strip. Martin Luther King, your ass is grass, and it's happened. You know, if you don't know nobody or you around here trying to buy some drugs and shit, you know, it'll come back. So, yeah, it's dangerous. I was surprised to see them doing it because it wasn't too far off Martin Luther King, you know, so they was fine with them tailgating and stuff, but it get crazy. But I'm looking forward to that. 49ers, man, I probably know more 49er fans than Cowboy fans. That's crazy, right? Been in Dallas my whole life. How's that? But Dallas full of 49ers, man. Still got more Cowboy fans than 49ers fans, but some reason Texas, we love California. Like, I like California music. I came up from people listening to East Coast. I was West Coast. Some people are Lakers fans here. Yes, I'm 49ers, so it's either Lakers or 49ers, they're going to stick to, more than likely, the home team. I'm home team everything. I like Cali, but just their music, and I don't like them good enough to switch and uh, be aligned with them with their team. They can have their teams. Dude from San Francisco really kind of got me like that. I met a dude from San Francisco, and he was loved the 49ers, and couldn't understand why until he told me that's where I'm from. Like, shit. Right on. I respect that. I need to stand on what I'm on too. I was a Cowboy fan already, but it just kind of made it make more sense to me why I should stay that way. Ain't no switching. And make it easier. Made it easier for me because I was trying to follow my team. But yeah, I want to say, kind of, not that this is anything had to do with sports, but just me personally, I got into. I remember trying to figure out how to start. So what brought me into listening to people talk about sports. I used to be looking for stuff, and it was just so much hate about Floyd Mayweather that cut this bullshit out. So much Floyd Mayweather hate I couldn't find. I'm like, man, I kept looking for something I can listen to and relate to, right? So I would go on, looked everywhere. So finally, I got to tune in. It was like 5 radio stations on Tune In that talked about boxing. 3 of them were British. Other 2 was American. One of them hated on Floyd. The one that didn't hate on Floyd, I heard it in the first interview or the first chat. And that was the Boxing Voice. So I started my first podcast or show that I listened to was the Boxing Voice with Ness, and I think the dude's name was Beeve and Neve and Beaver. I don't know. All of them. He had a bunch of white dudes with him back then. One of them was Britain. Or 2 of them was Robbie. I think his name. I'm sure that's what his name was. I think he was like paraplegic or some shit. But they were some smart dudes. Ness used to be on their ass. But them dudes, listening to them got me through some tough times. Me losing my daughter, back in 2016. You really not as social as you want to be. So you just kind of listening to shit and, having this like as social as I was being for a little bit. Not that they helped me get through, but this is what I had to get through. What I was going through. I'm sorry, that's what I mean to say. But I was going through that boxing. So, yeah, I ain't gonna give them too much credit. I had to get myself and my family and all us had to get ourselves through. But they was definitely somebody I've been listening to since like 2014, 13, something like that. I can't remember. Maybe it was 15, but definitely 16. But yeah, Boxing Voice, I was on them for a while, man, and then ended up finding them on YouTube. So I'm like, bet, that's even better, right? Then from Boxing Voice, what did I get to from the Boxing Voice? I think I found Dante's Boxing Nation. So Boxing Voice was my number one for a while, man. Dante came and stole me away. He was even more about what I was wanting to hear about. Then he had the women, doing a little walkthrough. I said, okay, look, I bet Dante some little. He reminded me of a dude I used to go to school with when I was trying to go back into college and shit. After I quit playing football, I decided to try to get back into college and do some shit. So we got this college in Dallas called Richland College. The first place. And this ain't a brag, it's just a statement. First place I seen 2 dudes, intimately with each other. It fucked me up first time I saw it. But this dude was a big old fat guy. And he always had a camera on him, and he was always trying to take pictures. He used to talk chicks into doing pictures for him and stuff, like for a magazine. And I'm like, man, I want this Dante like that dude. It was kind of weird to me, but it didn't seem like it. As far as boxing goes, it didn't. Listen to Dante for a while. From Dante, I ended up finding Ego. Was listening to Dante do like a panel one time and sing Blue Blood. So I was like, damn, okay, he sound like out here, all right. Start listening to Blue Blood. From Blue Blood, I found uh, Fred, Boxing Conversations, Barbershop, whatever the fuck his name is. I'm like, damn, he's straight. And then from there, I found Trill and them. I found Trill because you know how when you listen to people, kind of like starts giving you suggestions. First time I heard them, Black was talking about some Dallas shit. And I said, oh, he's from Dallas? So I'm talking about the Jamaicans and shit like that. So I was like, damn, I'm going to subscribe to them. And that's how I got on them and shit. I've been fucking with them for a while. And they end up being like the number one, my go-to when it's come to listening to stuff. Just because of me being able to relate more. Whoever I can relate more with is who I end up listening to. I still listen to the same other people. Well, for the most part, I do. Some of the dudes kind of switched up on what they were reporting on, or just the agenda. I guess I don't know, for lack of a better word. I just don't. They wasn't who they was when I subscribed, so I don't subscribe. And I don't make no announcement. I'm finna unsubscribe. I don't do all that shit. I just, shit. I don't be commenting on people's shit nowhere. Shout out to Money Brown. I forgot I used to fuck with Money Brown. Still do. Listen. But yeah, that's what got me kind of like, man, let me go ahead and do my own shit, Why not? I don't give a fuck who like it, who don't listen to it. Just like I got an opinion about others, people gonna have an opinion about me, and I'm cool with that. Tried to get some friends of mine to let's do it together. My brother, a few other people, and just been kind of slow trailing and bullshitting. So I just, instead of either it's me bullshitting or it's them bullshitting. So instead of me just when it was time for me to, I got that urge to do it again. Get on here and try to do videos again. I didn't need to wait on anybody. If people decide to come in and we do something together, then I'm all for it, man. I love my people. I got some friends that know they shit. I got some friends that'll bring out the best of me because they know the questions to ask me, or they disagree with what I'm saying, and it brings out a whole debate, that people like. So we'll see how they go or where it go to. But shout out to all them channels, man. Listen to all y'all. Just want to pay homage to the people that's been doing this longer than I have. Shout out to everybody from Dallas doing it. Dudes that's not even talking sports right now. Shout out to my boy Pooh Black doing his shit on YouTube. If you need some street shit, Pooh will give it to you. I don't know Duke Farrow, but Duke Farrow definitely repping for Dallas. So shout out to him. Say No to Sko. Representing the Metroplex out of Garland. And Soul Player TV representing Oak Cliff, like Pooh representing Oak Cliff. All them dudes seem, I'm sure they all don't get along, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Ain't my beefs. If y'all got beefs with each other, but just paying homage to niggas that's been doing it. People I listen to that I felt like had some good shit at one point or another, or still do. So shout out to all them people. But I think that's about it, man. Just went through a whole little old spiel, but that's the history, and that's what got me here. Hopefully I can make more videos. I'm working right now. I do what I do. Not that I'm, fuck all that. I ain't getting into all that. But anyway, yeah, I'm working. That's all you need to know. I'm from Texas, baby. Yes, sir. All day. Shout out to my people that I just shouted out again. Shout out to anybody that see this video. Appreciate it. If you like it, hit like. If you don't, dislike it. That's cool. I ain't got no feelings tied into this shit. I get money anyway. So if this ain't it, I move on to something else. But I'm still do it. While I feel it. But yeah, subscribe if you like it. And subscribe, man. That'll motivate me to bring and start investing more into this. Why I ain't just doing this on my phone? Shit, got some shit on my laptop I can put together, but you know, so much more convenient to pull out my phone and just record. So I'll do that until, unless this becomes something more than I was expecting, then I'll need to invest in something else. But that's probably a long way away from now, which like I said, it is what it is. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Appreciate whoever it is that see this, and hope y'all have a great day.